There's just so much of technology available, plethora of technology available right there. And in fact, we would like to discuss around that. And this question, Michael, this is for you, is from an investor's perspective, which are the pockets that seem to be more promising? Is it the emerging tech, the point solutions, or is it more around the integrated end-to-end platforms?
Yeah, great question. I would say two key points there is emerging technology and integrated end-to-end. But by the pure virtue of what's happened to the education industry and now the impact of the pandemic, new technologies is what's going to dictate moving forward, right? So emerging technologies are going to make companies really keep focused on continuously enhancing their technologies, either through AR, VR, artificial intelligence. There's a variety of other points that they're bringing into their technology development cycles. I also think that a lot of these education companies can't just think about designing them, developing the technologies and making them available to schools. They have to be grossly involved in not only developing their technology, but actually being involved in how it's used within the school. So being involved in the complete end-to-end solution, or having an end-to-end solution, is gonna better serve those companies.
Glad, Michael, that you brought those 2 points up, AI and AR, VR. They're very interesting. And probably I'll divert this question to Sarah. Basically, Sarah, I wanted to get your sense in terms of, I agree with Michael that, the education system has to get closely involved with the solution providers, and then the solution, whether you're using a VR application or an AI-enabled solution to solve a particular challenge or set of challenges, the educators have to involved in the designing of that solution. But you interact and you deal with so many EdTech companies, EdTech players. In your opinion, is it easy to get the educators involved in the end-to-end solutioning process, or how tough it is, or any experiences, thoughts around that?
First of all, I think it comes down, first of all, how do you define an educator? If by educator you mean a teacher within the K-12 environment or a professor in higher education, then the answer is almost always no, it's not. Those are very structured, unionized environments, usually, where people are getting paid to do a specific thing that has been done in a specific way for a very long period of time. Now, I don't want to take anything away from our unionized, hardworking people in K-12 in North America who are doing some amazing things, and by definition, they're getting younger every day by a day. And they've grown up with devices, they've grown up with AI devices, virtual reality devices, and they want to do great things. But those are very structured environments. If you talk about educators, as in anybody who wants to teach somebody something, then yeah, you can get a lot of people to give great advice and be involved in the creation of new solutions. I always say, I can give you my thoughts about it, but what is it that I see day to day when I go to invest in EdTech companies? What are the greatest solutions that I see there? And I have to be honest with you, in K-12 and higher education, there is very limited offering that are at any scale that are using real machine learning, AI, or virtual reality. Very limited. At the end of the day, give you as a personal example, I have 2 kids, an 11-year-old daughter and a 14-year-old son. My 14-year-old son is going to start grade 9 next week, I think. And he goes to a great school in Toronto, great teachers, they're fully motivated. He's not the greatest in math, and I have significant concerns about his ability to do well in grade 9 math. You would think that by now somebody would have found a solution for that, because when you talk to parents and you say to them, what is your biggest problem with your kids' education? Half of them are going to say math or some kind of a STEM course. But most of them are still going to be taught the same way that grade 9 math was taught 120 years ago. So sorry, I went on 3 different tangents over there. I'll go back to your question. And the basic answer is teachers should be involved, solutions should be available, and I'm not seeing great stuff on that front right now.